so let's do this again. Someone asked me in the group to actually show how to get this color grade, and like I said, I explained before, you need to get a very similar image. So here I have just 2 or 3 similar images, so you can see. Now let's start with this one, because one, we have green in the background, and also we have red and blue in the image. So we have blues and red and green. So now like I said, drag the color graded one on top, and then the one you want to get the color grade on below. So now we're going to be adding the adjustment on this one, and it's not going to be affecting this one. So now let's try and work with the yellows and the red, because I know that the yellows in the image is also the red in the image is also the yellows are present in the red in the image. So I want it to be on the skin tones alone, the red and the yellows. I want to match them. So I'm going to grab the hue and saturation, and immediately you can see that if I go to the yellow channel and I increase it, you can see some yellows already on the face. So let's make that yellow look like red, so that it's just going to appear alone in the face. So how are we going to know if that's the color already, if the yellow are now red? You can quickly grab another one, hue and saturation, and go to the yellows and probably adjust some things. So now you can see that it's not affecting the image. The it's no more affecting the skin tones, because as I'm manipulating the yellows, nothing is affecting the face, but the yellows are present in the background. And now I'm going to turn the ones in the background, the yellows which is present in the background, I want to turn it so that it will be green. So let's make it green like this by taking it forward, and now we have just 2 colors in the background. So we have yellows which are still like the green, and we have the yellows converted in the skin tones to the red, and the yellows on the background on the green trees, we've converted it to green. Okay, so apart from these two, let's now try and get this similar image since we've corrected the colors. Okay, so for the blues in the background, I can see that this lady putting on this blue is more like this one. So but let's try and fix the saturation, because here I can see that the saturation is different. We have lesser saturated one, and this one as well. This one is saturated. So let's go ahead and grab the hue and saturation, and let's start with the green. Let's go to the green, go to the greens, and we decrease the saturation of the green, take it downwards, not too much, just something different like this to get a similar feel like that one. And we can even make it darker, but I feel the selective color should be better for that one. So take it downwards, and we can go not too much, let's take it down because we're going to use the selective color. So after that, we can also change the hue. We can make it cooler like this by taking it forward, adding some blues to it to make it look like this one, and we can take it up. Let's add some blues more. Okay, so something like this should be fine. And now we can go ahead, go to the red. So I want to desaturate the red so that we have similar red like this one. So let's desaturate the red. Okay, so now the red is looking similar like this. Take it downwards. So notice the skin tones and notice the red, and we can make it darker like this. Alright, so once we have done that, now we can start with the saturation of the blues. So go inside, let's go to the blues and cyan, go to the blues, let's desaturate, and probably change the color of the blues. If we take it forwards, it looks different, so we need to bring it backwards. So how am I getting this? I'm already used to the color wheel. Okay, so this one as well, we can use the selective color. In fact, the selective color should be a better way to get that. So once we've done that, I'm going to bring this downwards a little bit. So we have this one. Notice the two colors of the blues are the same, the red are the same, and also the blues are the same, except the greens, which we still need to fix them more. So now that we have this one, we're going to go ahead and go grab the selective color, because we need to still work on the greens. So let's go ahead, go to the green. Now on the green, we are going to add the dark shade to it, so bringing it downwards like this. Good. And then we're going to add some blue shade, taking it because I can see some blue in the mid tones and highlights. So let's add some blues, not too much that we lose the blues, and let's take this upwards. And now we can add some shade of magenta. After that, I think from that one, let's see what we need to add. Some red. Okay, so now we have that. Let's go ahead with what's it called now, the cyan. So the cyan, I will also try and replicate what's on the background. I'm going to make it look more darker like this, having a darker shade. And let's give it some yellow. So I'm giving it some yellow to have this this look, this blue look. And we can actually remove some green. Let's remove some green, just a little bit, and let's see, add some red to it. So I guess that should be a little bit fine. So we are still on track, the same red, the same everything. So go back inside, let's go to the red. I'm going to start with the yellow. I'm going to add some red to the yellow, so as to get that feel. Okay, so after that, let's see what we can do with the red. Now if I go to the red channel, I notice that the red is a little bit lighter. We can add some light to the red, and pump in some kind of green to it, and give it some removing some red. All right, I'm going to close it now. So since we have these two images, we still need to correct the greens. Okay, so we are almost done. So let's go ahead and grab the UN saturation adjustment. This one, we can adjust the overall red. Let's go to the red channel, and I'm just going to give it some saturation, just a bit saturation. And we can go inside the green. Let's go to the green and make it look more. Let's add some some color of shade of blue to get what we are looking for. Okay, so I'm going to leave it like this, and we can decrease the lightness as well. So what else do we need to do? We can go to the blues or the cyan, and we already have the same cyan, so we can bring it downwards, the brightness, and just quickly add some shade. Okay, so I'm checking the two image this time around to get I'm not going to mess around with that one. So this should this should do. So I'm going to close it now. Here we have this. Okay, so but I guess there's a kind of a light edge, so I'm going to add curve. So let's grab the curve and probably take this one up a bit, have that brightness to it. So that's one, and we can see before and after. Okay, so we can go ahead and check what we are missing. And take it down and probably fix this one. Let's take this one, reduce the opacity of this one. Yep, just a bit. All right, so now we need to use color balance, because I can see the shadows in this image have a kind of touch of blue. So you can notice that it has a kind of touch of blue, and the highlights also have kind of red touch. So let's go ahead, let's turn on this one. I'm going to decrease the opacity. So let's go ahead, grab the color balance, and now you can have the touch. Let's start with the shadows. That's a touch of blue, so let's add some blues to it. Yep, so I guess we're getting closer now to it. So after the touch of blue, we can also add the touch of green, just a bit. And let's go to this one, needs a little. Let's go to the midtones. The midtones, we have brown, so just a bit brown. And let's go to the highlight. The highlight, I think we have, let's see, touch of red in the highlight. Sorry, I think we have cyan, touch of cyan. And let's see, probably, yeah, we have blues as well. Okay, so something like this. The midtones, have we done anything on the midtones? Okay, so from there, yeah, okay, so like this. All right, so I just added a little bit of touch of that to the midtone, so we have before and then after. So I can group everything together, and we have from this to this, more likely the same but not a very similar image. So you can make it more pronounced by the color balance, using the color balance, or going to the shadows. Let's go to the shadows, or let's just use a selective color, and then go into the highlights, the neutral, and the black. With the blacks, I'm just going to add some touch of blue and green. Okay, so this is what you can do with all of that. And you can go into the neutral and also add some touch of, I guess we have touch of blue, so let's go ahead and give it some blue. And also reduce the cyan inside, and give it a bit of green. So let's go, that's the neutral. Now let's go to the white, and on the white we have red, so something like this. And then we have blues as well, and just that, you just need to go inside. So if it doesn't fit it, that, oh, there's a mistake somewhere. So just a little of that should fix. I don't need much. Okay, so something like this. So look at the group for before and then your after, just something very similar. Okay, so we have to test it with other images. So let's turn on this one and turn on this one off. So we have that, and also we have these two images. So we have before and then after, very the same. Okay, you can see that this one and this one looks the same. So you have to test it. After testing it on the same image, but in this image we can see that the yellows, so where can we trace that to? So you can see where we can trace it to, that we can trace it to this place. So we need the yellows to look like the greens in the image. So for us to fix that, we can quickly turn on this one and probably turn on this one and see if we have similar image. Okay, so I guess we need to fix that. So let's turn it on, turn this one on, and now fix that this issue. So before that, we're going to go ahead, go grab the hue and saturation and go to that color, which is the color yellow, and let's see. So that's the color right there. So we need to change it to make it look like the grass. Okay, so something like this. All right, and now we are good to go. So let's turn it off and turn this one back on, and we are good to go. So we have the same image affecting one, and then we go back, turn on this one, and still the same two. Okay, so that's how I'll fix that, except this one, which is already like this and over bright. And I guess that's how to get for the color grading of this image. So just look for a very similar image and do the plus and minus for it.